welcome back to Tube Talk, Albert.
Thank you, and a big week, a Derby week.
Special. Welcome back to a Derby week special of Go Racing. Pretty fabulous. Okay, so let's just... There we go, perfect.
Sophie was just making some adjustments.
Oh yes, only nothing but the best. Nothing but the best.
Editor, journalist, production manager, director.
Okay then, let's get into it. We only have a couple balls from last week to talk about because we've got a big week coming up.
Yeah, we'll just touch on a couple.
Yeah. The first one we'll talk about is Seize the Moment, who had a win on Wednesday. High five.
Yeah, awesome.
Woo!
Yeah, he's a really good, tough horse. He jumped, led, was too good for them. Left-handed now, he's won 6 races from about 13 starts, and might be less than that, left-handed, 10 or 12. He's just a really, really good, tough horse who loves winning. So it was another good payday. It was a $30,000 race. He won, even though it was half a length, he actually had a bit in reserve. Danielle only gave him a couple of little slaps on the shoulder. And he'll now go to the 2nd of April in a $50,000 listed race over 1,400 metres at Manawatu.
Nice one. And then we also had Black Sav, who performed poorly, but there was a reason why.
There was. So we expected her to run really well. She's a very, very smart filly in the Lowland Stakes, and she didn't, and she was very flat. So we got her home, got the vet to her, and he looked at her and physically couldn't find anything wrong. We got blood tests taken. The blood test shows she's got quite a nasty bacterial infection. So that was the reason why she couldn't perform to her best. So she's been treated for that. She'll be treated for that over the next 4 or 5 days, and we'll make a call on her immediate future campaign next week. But it was pleasing to know that there's a significant reason why she failed, because it was too bad to be true. Yeah.
Okay, now this week is massive. We've got the Derby weekend, but we have got one horse just before that. On Friday at Awapuni. Very loud motorcycle. On Friday at Awapuni, we've got Lyric's Way in the rating 65 1,400 metres.
We have. And Lyric's Way, she's really consistent. She's come back really well this time. The 65-14 will suit her on her home track. She's drawn barrier 5 of 8. She should settle midfield. Leah Hemi, who gets on well with the rides, and she's a genuine winning chance. She's a nice each way chance in that race, and she can notch up her 2nd victory of this campaign on Friday, and if she doesn't, I don't think she'll be far off them.
Awesome.
Yeah. Oh, now I've got to tell you about a horse I heard today.
Yes.
How do you like this for a name? It's spelt P-U-M-A.
Puma.
Puma.
Like my running clothes.
Like your running clothes. And the second name is P-A-N-T-S, Pants. So say it together.
Pants.
Puma Pants. And it got
Very
through.
clever.
Actually, I think it's a greyhound. I can't believe the name got through.
Clever.
Very clever.
I like it.
Puma Pants. Anyway, moving on.
I feel like we're quite creative with our reliable man, no such thing horse.
Oh yeah, so our reliable man filly, the syndicate is going to be called No Such Thing.
There we go. I don't know if it's as clever as that though.
No, but
Good
pretty
hands.
clever. Right.
Okay, sorry, back onto it. So, Saturday, Ellerslie, 7 horses in the Derby Day.
And
I've written Derby.
yeah, probably in Derby Day, it's probably the biggest race day of the year. So have 7 horses
massive.
and 7 horses racing. 5 of them in group races is fabulous.
Yeah. Okay, so first horse in race 1, we've got Prince Mambo and the rating 85 1,400, and this is his first race in a year because he had a throat operation.
Yeah, he's had a wind operation. He also had colic. He's had a rough time. So he's on, but all of that's behind him now, and he's on the comeback trail. He ran Turn Me Loose to half a head in the Hawke's Bay Guineas. There's not many horses in the country could do that. So he's a pretty talented horse. But he will need this run. He's been off the track a long time. He's had a couple of trials going in, and we expect him to peak on his run, but we've got to get him started somewhere, and this race fits perfectly. He's got barrier 2, so he should get a nice trip just behind them, and I think at the top half of the straight we'll think he's going to be in it, and we all feel, and Stephen McKee feels, he might just come to the end of it at about the 200 metres just for fitness and being off the track and lacking that racing experience. So it'll be good to see him back on the track though, but we don't have a lot of expectations for this weekend. Right. Jonathan Parks will ride.
Nice one. And then our second race is in race 6. which is quite a gap. We've got in Group 3, we've got in the Group 3 Mr. Tiz Trophy for 3-year-olds. We've got 2 horses. This race is worth $70,000. But the first horse we'll talk about is No More Tears.
And I should say we won this race last year with Passing Shot.
Woo!
So yes, so No More Tears. We've freshened her since she ran 4th in the Cracker Mile. A very unlucky 4th where we protested. She's freshened well. If anything, she's going better this time. Now she's been freshened than she has previously. She's got barrier 5. Track conditions don't matter. She can win on any track conditions. If it happened to be a bit wet, it would suit her even more. And she's a strong winning chance in the race. She's a very good filly. Michael Coleman on board.
Right. And then the second horse, what is Rude Not To?
Rude Not To, very, very talented. Nothing in ability between No More Tears and Rude Not To. Rude Not To, though, needs a decent track. That's the difference. She really bounces and sprints hard off a decent track. So we're watching the weather closely. The track's a dead 6 Thursday afternoon. Hopefully it gets back to a dead 4 or better, or good 3. She's got barrier 4, she'll jump, she'll put herself close to speed, and she can run very good sectionals, and she's a genuine chance, but we need a dead 4 or better track.
Nice one.
Danielle Johnson rides.
Nice. Then our fourth runner will be in race 7, which is Darley Plate.
The Group 3 Darley Plate with how much?
$100,000, and we've got Passing Shot in that.
And Passing Shot, so he won on this day last year. He won the Mr. Tiz. So he's back now running in the sprint for the older horses. He won last start. He's a very fast horse on a fast track. He's actually probably better left-handed, and this is right-handed. Obi Bossom gets back on to ride. He's drawn a bit wide, but he jumps well, puts himself in the race, so that shouldn't be too much of a problem. And as long as it's a dead 4 or better track, he's a genuine winning chance in a very strong field.
Nice. And then we've got in race 8, Group 3 race, we've got the Sunline Vase.
Yes, the McKee family Sunline Vase.
Yes, and we've got Poetic Affair.
Yeah, this is a cheeky little runner. So she's in a Group 3 and she's a maidener, but she's run a stakes race before over this distance and was very unlucky. Should have run the first 3. We gave her a nice little pipe open over 1400 metres at Avondale last week, which she finished off strongly for 3rd. She goes into this race, we know she'll get 2100 metres, and we think she'll run far better than her odds will suggest. She'll probably be a $30 shot, but she'll run far, or maybe 40, but she'll run better than that. And she's a sneaky outside chance. And if she runs well on Saturday, she'll go to the New Zealand Oaks after this. So she's got a bad draw, she'll probably get back and need a little bit of luck. But she's one of those horses you should definitely have a small bet on.
Yeah. Then we have got in race 9, this is the big race.
This is the biggie.
This is the Derby Group 1, and it's the $750,000 race, which is $750,000. We've got What's the Story?
Yeah, so the Derby, the race so many people want to win, and we're going into the race with a horse that is bred to win it. He's trained to win it. He's fit. He's peaking at the right time. And the nice thing is, he's not under the guard, but he's not one of the favourites. He's a $13 shot, which is nice. The pressure's off. He's got a perfect barrier draw in 8. He should get a lovely run midfield, and he's a genuine winning chance. He can win. Can win. It's an even derby, but he's a good staying horse. His sectionals are outstanding. His last one was very good, and I'm excited. I'm really excited about the derby.
Awesome. And then finally,
Sam Spratt rides him. He's ridden him the whole way through.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Finally, the last race we've got in race 10. In the rating 65, 2100, we've got What a Diva.
We do. Very good, promising staying filly. Mare, I should say. We've kept it to a mile so far, just because there's been good prize money around. We've been holding her back from stepping up in ground, and we step up in ground for the first time on Saturday. And she will love that step up in distance. She'll love it. She's drawn awkwardly though for her first go. She's drawn barrier 13, so she's going to need a little bit of luck on Saturday, and she also needs a good track. So if the track comes back to a good 3, dead 4, she gets a bit of luck in the running, she's a big chance she can win. Yeah.
Nice. And that wraps up our massive Derby week.
Yeah, big Derby week. So we'll recap it next week when you're back in.
Yeah.
We'll recap that and look, and hopefully we'll do a lot of celebrating. I'd like to be having a few glasses of champagne on Saturday night.
Because hopefully we'll have a few winners or a few places to talk about.
Let's go for wins.
Let's go for wins. Yeah. Let's aim big.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you very much for this Tube Talk time.
Thanks, Soph, and we'll see you next week.
On Tube Talk.